It's now a tale of survival and resilience after a pup was found on the side of the road in critical condition in Cherokee County. With the help of the sheriff's office and Noah's Hope Animal Rescue, the dog, named after the sheriff who helped him, now has a new lease on life.
KTIV's Taylor Deckard has that story. Now, we do want to warn you, some of the images in the story might be disturbing to some of our viewers.
Derek, if you could talk, what would you say? I think his spirit is stronger than a bullet.
It's been a long road of recovery for Derek the dog. Sheriff Derek Scott says he responded to a call of a dog in a ditch in Cherokee County on C-60 west of Quimby, Iowa, early last week.
He was just in rough shape all around. He had blood on him. He didn't really want to stand up. He didn't want to walk. I needed to help him into the vet. Just in rough shape all around.
Noah's Hope in Sioux City stepped in to give him every chance possible to survive. The vet discovered bullet wounds under his fur that was severely infected.
Well, I was shocked that he had been shot. Initially, when I reached out to the sheriff's department, everybody thought that he had been hit by a car.
Good boy, Derek.
For the last few days, Derek the dog has been here at Siouxland Animal Hospital for treatment. During the surgery, they found extensive tissue trauma, having to amputate his front leg.
If he would have stayed out on the road, he probably wouldn't have made it another 24 hours. Without the vet care that he was given here, right away he had to be put on IVs, antibiotics, pain meds.
2 miracle-working veterinarians helped save the dog. Now he is on his way to a foster home for more care and recovery, hopping his way through life with 3 legs, a drooling tongue, and a new chance at life.
If Derek could talk, he would probably say not to be bitter to the world and to move on. Things happen, and he's so grateful that someone stepped up to save him. You know, if they don't have the will to live, you know, you can only do so much.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckard, KTIV News 4.
Well, Derek is now at a foster home where he will be under constant care with medications, monitoring for any infections. Later, he will go up for adoption.
Noah's Hope has 70 dogs in its foster homes. The organization's annual Spaghetti and No Balls dinner fundraiser, it's Friday night. Doors open at 5 p.m. at the Country Celebrations Event Center with a cocktail hour and an all-you-can-eat dinner featuring entertainment, an auction, and some of the adoptable pets from Noah's Hope. Tickets for adults are $25, they're $10 for kids, and they have to be bought in advance. Dogs like Derek get the medical care they need to survive through fundraisers like this.
You know, that's where all of our money goes. None of us are paid employees. We just put 100% of our money back into the animals.
Now, this specific event aims to fund the spay and neutering program this year for Noah's Hope. More details on where you can find your tickets and buy them yourself, just go to KTIV.com.